Hey everyone, it's your old friend Ariel Helwani here, aka Helwani, aka the newest member of the BetMGM team. Yes, on Friday, in case you missed it, in case you were living under a rock, it was announced that I am now an official brand ambassador of BetMGM. How about that? The king joining up with the king of sportsbooks. A match made in heaven, dare I say. And what a time to announce this endeavor, because we got a great UFC pay-per-view card on Saturday. It's UFC 266. It's going down in Las Vegas, in Sin City, T-Mobile Arena, 2 title fights, and the return of a legend. At the top of the bill, we have Alexander the Great Volkanovski. In my opinion, most underrated champ in the UFC. Doesn't get the respect that he deserves. And he's going up against Brian Ortega, a.k.a. T-City, a.k.a. Ortega 2.0. And if you look at the line, Volkanovski, slight favorite, but again, I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. This guy's undefeated in the UFC, looking to go 10-0 inside the octagon. And yes, I know Ortega looked great in his last fight against Korean Zombie. And yes, I know his striking looked improved as well, but I think Volkanovski deserves a little more respect. Nevertheless, bad blood between these two. Film The Ultimate Fighter. They don't like each other. We saw it at the press conference on Thursday. It boiled over. Volkanovski bringing up Ortega's checkered PED past. Love the matchup. Volkanovski's a buzzsaw out there. He's talking about finishing him, reminding people that he is the man. People gave him a lot of heat after the Max Holloway fight last July. He hasn't fought since then, got COVID in March. So a lot at stake here, in addition to the actual featherweight title. And oh, by the way, it seems like Max Holloway is waiting in the wings to fight either man, either a trilogy with Volkanovski or a rematch with Brian Ortega. So a lot at stake there. Co-main event, you have the return of arguably the greatest female fighter of all time. Yes, I think that's a fair thing to say. Valentina Shevchenko needs to be in that discussion already. I know she's 0-2 against Amanda Nunes, but a lot of people think she won the first fight, and a lot of people think she won the second fight as well. That being said, she's number 2 pound for pound, and I think she's in the discussion for the 10 best fighters on the planet regardless of gender. She is that good. The gap between Valentina Shevchenko and the rest of the division at 125 is larger than the gap with any champion and the rest of the contenders in their respective weight class. That's how good and dominant that she is. And she has looked so freaking good at 125, and I think she reminded everyone in our last fight back in April against Jessica Andrade that she should not be slept on. She's unflappable. She's going up against lucky Lauren Murphy. Tough, gritty veteran, big underdog. Yes, we know that a lot of people aren't picking her, but she's won her last 5 in a row, and she believes inside that she's going to shock the world. We'll see if she gets it done. She'd be one of the biggest upsets and would pull off one of the biggest shockers in the history of the sport if she's able to pull this off. We'll see if it happens on Saturday night. Now, what about the other fight that I want to spotlight, the return of Nick Diaz? Everyone loves Nick Diaz, the captain of the Nick Diaz Army, the pride of Stockton, the pride of the 209, returning for the first time in over 6 years, fighting a guy he knows very well, Robbie Lawler, UFC 47. Back in 2004, they fought, and Nick Diaz knocked him out when he was in the embryonic stages of his career. A lot of talk about whether he's motivated, whether he should be fighting. We'll find out very soon. He's a slight underdog. It was even, and then he became a slight underdog, perhaps because of some media leading up to this fight. We don't know what kind of state he's in mentally, physically. Everyone is kind of watching this with one eye open, one eye closed. We all love Nick Diaz. We support Nick Diaz, and we want to see him healthy, happy, and at peace with his career. Big fight for Lawler as well, looking to get back on track and to avenge a loss from 17 years ago. So it's Nick Diaz against Robbie Lawler 2, a fight 17 years in the making. Also on the card, worth highlighting, you got the return of Jessica Andrade against Cynthia Calvillo, big fight at 125. And what about the return of Curtis Blaydes versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik? That's also on the main card. On the prelims, look out for Dan Hooker versus Nasrat Haqparast. Both guys have had a hellacious journey to get to Las Vegas, both arriving Thursday night. Going to be incredible to see what all that travel and drama translates into, and I'm also looking forward to Marlon Moraes versus Merab Dvalishvili. I'm so excited. I'm hitting my microphone. Helwani is a part of the BetMGM team. I'm going to be bringing you all kinds of content each and every week. Look at this. Helwani. It's the Helwani era. And to celebrate this great moment, my friends, I want you to download the BetMGM app right now and use the promo code HEELWANI, HEELWANI, to get your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. That's how we're doing it here. come at the king. You best not miss. The king meets up with the king of sportsbooks. This is going to be fun, my friends. UFC 266. Download the BetMGM app right now.